Welcome to a side of China the world rarely talks about. When most people think of China's heritage, they picture the Great Wall, the Forbidden City, or the Terracotta Army. But hidden behind those world-famous landmarks are dozens of breathtaking sites, recognized by UNESCO, yet lost in the shadows of more popular destinations. These are sacred mountains wrapped in clouds, ancient villages carved into cliffs, forgotten temples swallowed by nature, and surreal landscapes that feel like stepping into another realm. Many of them are so remote, even locals don't know they exist. In this video, we'll unveil the most astonishing hidden World Heritage sites in China, places filled with wonder, mystery, and stories the world has yet to hear. Get ready to explore a side of China that will leave you speechless. Yandang Mountains is one of the most beautiful natural wonders in China, located in Zhejiang province. This place is famous for its towering cliffs, majestic waterfalls, and diverse ecosystems, creating a breathtaking landscape that attracts visitors from all over. The cliffs, standing over 656 feet tall, have unique shapes formed by ancient lava, creating stone pillars that rise dramatically into the sky. When the sun rises, light shines on the cliffs, making them glow like natural flames. One of the most impressive features of Yandang Mountains is its high waterfalls, cascading down steep cliffs, creating a spectacular sight. During the rainy season, the waterfalls flow powerfully, offering an incredible view and echoing sounds throughout the mountains. At night, the moonlight reflects off the mountain peaks combined with misty air, making this place mysterious and poetic. According to legend, Yandang Mountains was once home to celestial beings. It is believed that the highest peaks were where the gods watched over the world. An ancient story tells of a heavenly maiden who fell in love with a mortal man. However, due to strict divine laws, they could never be together. Heartbroken, she cried for days, and her tears turned into the great waterfalls seen today. With its magnificent natural beauty and legendary stories, Yandang Mountains is not just a tourist destination, but also a place filled with deep spiritual meaning, connecting people to the wonders of nature and ancient myths. The Forbidden City in Beijing, China, is one of the greatest architectural masterpieces in history. It covers an area of about 180 acres, including more than 980 buildings and over 8,700 rooms. It served as the residence and workplace of Chinese emperors for nearly 500 years, standing out not only for its scale, but also for the refinement of its design. In particular, the brilliant golden roofs, red walls, and large columns give the place a majestic and grand beauty. The surroundings of the Forbidden City are also highly attractive, with lush gardens, tranquil ponds, and wide corridors creating a quiet space completely separated from the noisy life outside. The Forbidden City is not just a palace, it is also a system of historical and cultural monuments, containing many stories of power, prosperity, and the rise and fall of Chinese dynasties. It is closely tied to mystical stories about the royal family and secrets that have never been revealed. The valuable artworks and antiques here are not only China's treasures, but also priceless cultural heritage for humanity. The Forbidden City was built at the center of Beijing, and the reason this location was chosen is because it lies at the heart of the ancient Chinese Empire, where all power was concentrated. The construction of such a grand structure was meant to showcase the supreme power of the emperor, while also protecting the secrets of the dynasty. The Great Wall of China is one of the greatest architectural wonders of humanity, bearing deep historical and cultural significance for China. With a length of about 170 miles, the Great Wall is not only a military defense structure, but also a symbol of strength and perseverance. This structure began construction in the 7th century BC and extended through many different dynasties. The wall stretches across high mountains, vast grasslands, and even arid desert regions, offering visitors unforgettable experiences. Standing on the wall, you have the opportunity to admire the majestic natural scenery with towering mountain ranges, dense forests, and endless grasslands. For history enthusiasts, the Great Wall is also a site rich in spiritual significance. It has been the witness of countless important battles in China's history. Each section of the wall is linked to stories of heroic victories, sacrifices, and the resilience of the soldiers who defended the country. Moreover, the Great Wall is considered a symbol of the protection and preservation of China's cultural heritage. Enshi Grand Canyon's scenic area is one of the prominent tourist destinations in Hubei Province, China, known for its majestic and unique natural scenery. This area stretches over about 25 miles, featuring towering cliffs, large waterfalls, and crystal-clear lakes. The landscape here impresses with its red cliffs and towering mountain ranges, creating a vast and majestic environment. Clear streams wind through the narrow valleys, offering spectacular and picturesque views. The space in Enshi Grand Canyon provides a sense of peace and relaxation, allowing visitors to escape the hustle and bustle of the city. Culturally, Enshi Grand Canyon not only attracts visitors with its natural beauty, but also carries deep historical and legendary values of the local area. This area is home to many ancient folk tales, reflecting the relationship between humans and nature. The development of this tourist area not only helps protect the environment and natural scenery, but also preserves the cultural values of the local people. This area offers an ideal space for visitors to not only explore nature, but also learn about the long-standing legends and customs of the local people. Yulong Mountains is a famous area in China, known for its majestic natural beauty and fascinating landscapes. The tall mountains, covered with lush green forests and pristine woods, create a beautiful and peaceful natural picture. The landscape here stands out with sharp peaks and steep cliffs, creating a wild and majestic atmosphere. One of the highlights here is Tianjing Lake, where the clear water reflects the sky and the surrounding mountain ranges, creating a peaceful and unusual view. Small streams flow through the rocky crevices, creating a soothing and relaxing natural sound for visitors. Yulong Mountains has a deep connection with Taoism. This is one of the sacred places in Taoism, with many ancient temples and monasteries built over centuries. These structures not only carry religious value, but also reflect the bond between nature and the human spirit. This area is where Taoist monks and followers come to seek enlightenment, immerse themselves in nature, and perform rituals to worship heaven and earth. Myashan Grottos is a masterpiece of nature, where a sandstone mountain rises about 460 feet, like a giant haystack in a green valley. It is surrounded by thick forests and mist all year, giving the whole place a dreamy look, like a painting. More than 190 caves are carved into the rock, connected by wooden walkways and stairs that feel like floating paths. Even now, locals say that on full moon nights, soft light still glows from a crack in the cliff with no clear source. Ganyuling is a rare land where the border between terrain levels, climate, and ecosystems appears clearly in a short distance. In just a few hundred feet, you can walk from soft grasslands into steep, rocky mountains with cliffs shaped like fossilized dinosaur spines. The scenery changes all day. Fog in the morning, bright sun at noon, making the rocks glow yellow, and clouds rolling in by evening. On windy days, small tree branches bend into permanent arcs, creating natural wind sculptures. The geology here makes the ground at the base feel soft, but just a few steps up the slope, the stone is hard as iron. When it rains lightly, grooves in the rock echo with sounds like flutes, which people call the voice of the mountain. On rare sunny afternoons after rain, mist forms thin silver lines across the sky like threads. Jagana is a vast limestone mountain region located on the Tibetan Plateau, where the natural landscape is stunning and almost separated from the modern world. Cliffs rise about 13,000 feet high, forming massive stone walls that look like a giant natural fortress. The air here is fresh and silent, giving the feeling that time has stopped. This isolation and surreal beauty make people feel like Jagana exists between dream and reality. Besides its natural wonders, the place carries deep spiritual meaning for the local people. They believe that some rock formations are homes to mountain spirits, and they still perform traditional rituals to give offerings and ask for blessings. Some areas are considered sacred and must not be disturbed, as they are thought to be the dwelling places of gods. Many visitors have shared that they felt a strange and sacred energy while standing before the ancient cliffs. Beidou Terraces is one of the most unique natural wonders in China, known for its bright white limestone steps spreading across the mountainside like giant natural stairs. This formation was created by calcium-rich spring water flowing over thousands of years, leaving behind white deposits that look like snow. Some believe that touching the cool stone surface can wash away worries and bring positive energy from the sacred water. Mount Taibai, located in Shanxi Province, China, is the highest peak in the Qin Mountains, standing at about 12,358 feet. It is famous for its stunning and rich natural scenery, with tropical forests at lower elevations and rocky, snow-capped peaks at higher altitudes. The landscape changes with the elevation, creating a diverse and captivating natural picture that overwhelms anyone who visits. Mount Taibai is also known for its magnificent waterfalls, clear streams, and fresh air, offering an ideal space for nature lovers seeking tranquility. What makes Mount Taibai even more special is its rich biodiversity. It is home to many rare plant and animal species, especially those typical of high mountain regions. Visitors can take hiking tours through forests and climb the mountain to enjoy the panoramic views of the landscape and explore this unique ecosystem. The temples and shrines on Mount Taibai attract many pilgrims and also serve as a place to convey ancient cultural and spiritual values. Building these temples on the mountain helps preserve China's spiritual traditions while offering visitors the chance to learn about Taoism and the country's unique cultural heritage. Mount Pan is a majestic mountain located in Tianjin, China, renowned for its stunning natural scenery. With towering mountain ranges and lush forests, Mount Pan creates a peaceful and relaxing environment, ideal for those who love nature exploration. The landscape here is particularly unique, with steep cliffs and giant rocks with strange shapes, along with crystal-clear streams. Visitors can hike up to the summit and admire the vast and magnificent scenery from above, with a wide view stretching out in all directions. In addition to its natural beauty, Mount Pan is also famous for its ancient temples and historical architectural sites. This place is visited by many people from China to pray and seek peace. Ceremonies to honor the gods have been held here for centuries. These temples have maintained their ancient beauty, carrying the influence of Chinese culture. The sacred and serene atmosphere of these temples attracts spiritual followers, helping them find peace and tranquility in life. Kashqar Old City scenic area, located in Xinjiang Province, China, is one of the notable destinations with unique beauty and long historical value. The old streets of Kashqar are known for their narrow, winding paths, traditional houses made of brick and clay, creating an ancient and lively atmosphere. The landscape here is very special. As you walk through these streets, you can feel the atmosphere of a glorious era of the Silk Road, where merchants from all over the world gathered. Every corner of the city holds traces of history and the unique culture of the area. The shops selling handicrafts, spices, and traditional foods make this place a colorful and bustling space. What makes Kashqar Old City special is the blend of many different cultures, especially the culture of the Uyghur people. The domed houses, Islamic architectural structures, and traditional markets have created a lively picture of the fusion of different cultures. One of the legends says that Kashqar is where the trade routes of many nations met, bringing prosperity and development to the region. Jade Earth Forest is a massive natural clay forest on the Tibetan plateau where thousands of clay pillars form a landscape that looks like another planet. The clay towers reach hundreds of feet tall, with shapes like spires' gates and giant tree trunks stretching across a vast area. Under sunlight, their colors shift from pale yellow to orange-red to ash-gray, creating a magical effect even when everything is still. The wild landscape has no trees or large animals, but it feels like walking through an ancient lost city in the desert of time. Many visitors say the gaps and ridges between the clay towers form a maze-like network that feels quiet and mysterious. An old legend says there is a hidden path that appears only at midnight under a starry sky. If someone with faith walks this path, they may hear whispering voices in an ancient language said to be from past lives. Some people claim they saw flickering lights deep in the forest, but when they got close, the lights vanished and the path was gone. Uben Village is a hidden village deep in the Myashan Snow Mountain, surrounded by snowy peaks over 21,000 feet high. Because no cars can reach it, the village is only accessible by walking or horseback, so its landscape remains untouched. The houses are built with wood and earth, with steep roofs to let snow slide off, and thick walls to keep warm in the cold weather. Each house faces the sacred mountains, showing the deep spiritual beliefs of the local people. For a long time, Uben has been a sacred place for pilgrims who believe that only those who pass the hard journey can purify their souls. A strange legend says that on a cold winter night, a glowing path appeared in the snow, leading deep into the mountain. A group of people followed the light and were never seen again. Locals believe it was a gate to the Buddha's realm, which only opens to those with great destiny. This story is still told during traditional rituals as an important part of the village's spiritual life. Quona Lake is a lake located over 15,000 feet high on the Tibetan plateau, known for its untouched and mysterious beauty. Around the lake are white snowy mountains and endless grasslands stretching to the horizon without any signs of cities or modern life. Along the lake shore are old stone prayer towers made by hand from stacked rocks without cement, showing the spiritual architecture of the highlands. This is where people come for pilgrimages, hang prayer flags, and meditate in silence, believing the lake connects the human world and the spirit world. A strange legend says that during a full moon night, if someone stands quietly by the lake and looks deep into the water, they may see an image of their past life. Some people also say they heard singing rising from the bottom of the lake, like whispers from a distant world. These events have never been explained by science, but are passed down through generations as a sacred part of Quona Lake. Yulong Snow Mountain Hidden Glacier is one of the highest and most mysterious glaciers in East Asia, located at more than 15,000 feet, where people seem to touch the final border between reality and the ancient world of ice. The surface is not just covered in white snow, but also glows with jade green light, with deep cracks that look like sharp cuts in time. On sunny days, light reflects on the glacier and creates shimmering effects, making it look like a moving mirror in the air. The air here is very thin and freezing cold, making newcomers feel like everything moves slower, as if pulled into a natural state of meditation. Every step on the ice makes a quiet cracking sound, like the mountain is gently breathing, adding to the silence and mystery. Deep layers of ancient ice appear in some cracks formed thousands of years ago, like frozen pages of Earth's history. Beidou Mountain is one of the tallest and most majestic mountains in western China, standing at about 18,000 feet above sea level, covered in snow all year round. The scenery here is stunning, with sharp mountain ridges, steep slopes, and long glaciers stretching for miles through deep valleys. Thick clouds often surround the peaks, making the mountain feel like it's floating in the sky, creating a magical and dreamlike space. When sunlight hits the ice, it sparkles and reflects light, forming a brilliant view that attracts climbers and lovers of wild nature. They hold rituals during seasonal changes, especially on full moon days, to pray for peace, health, and good harvests. The snow on the mountain is seen as a symbol of purity and holiness, believed to cleanse the soul and heal the heart. Echoes heard between the cliffs are believed to be whispers from ancestors, adding to the sacred feeling of the place. Beidou is not just a tall mountain, but a spiritual symbol deeply rooted in cultural beliefs across generations. Dagu Glacier Hidden Pass is one of the most beautiful and rarely visited hidden glacier passes in western China, located at about 15,000 feet above sea level. The area is covered by clear ice, stretching like a giant mirror, winding through snowy peaks, creating a scene both cold and enchanting. The blend of impressive icy landscapes and sacred belief has made this place not only for exploration, but also for spiritual journeys and calm reflection. Litang's Sacred Mountain Zone is one of the most sacred and majestic high mountain regions, featuring peaks rising over 16,000 feet and covered with white snow all year. The landscape here is pure and beautiful, with green slopes and clear streams flowing through deep valleys, creating a vivid and peaceful nature scene. In the morning, mist covers the mountain base and sunlight shines down, forming a soft, glowing light that makes the mountains look like they are shining. The air is thin and clean, making people feel as if they are in a place far from everyday life. What makes this place special is the belief that each mountain has a guardian spirit, and walking or climbing is not just an adventure, but also a spiritual ritual. Kangding's Misty Ridge is one of the most magical mountain ranges in China, where thick mist can cover the area all day, making the scene feel like floating in the clouds. At certain times, only the mountain peaks rise above the fog, creating the feeling of standing on real sky islands. The light changes every few minutes, sometimes bright, then fading, then suddenly turning dark, like someone is adjusting it by hand. Some natural rocks have strange shapes like human faces, reaching hands, or ancient creatures, making people feel like the mountains are watching them. Many cameras have captured soft light streaks or moving shadows in the fog, but when checked, no one was actually there. Ganzi Trident Ridge is a three-peak mountain range on the majestic western plateau of China, where nature shows its sharp, powerful, and striking beauty. The three peaks rise straight into the sky like giant spears, forming a symbolic image in the snowy wilderness that lasts all year. At an average height of about 17,000 feet, this place is often covered in fog and cold wind, making the landscape even more mysterious and challenging. The steep cliffs and rough rock surfaces, shaped by snow and ice over thousands of years, create lines that look like ancient characters. During moments of light, like sunrise or sunset, the entire Trident Ridge glows with golden, pink, or silver-gray colors, making visitors feel like they are watching a surreal light show. According to local legends, the three peaks are divine spears placed by gods to protect the land from dark energy. People believe the holy energy from the ridge can cleanse the soul, heal the spirit, and guide those seeking peace. Some have said they heard sounds like echoes or whispers from the cracks in the rocks, making the place feel even more mystical. Shangri-La Gorge is a large and majestic canyon area located on the southwest plateau of China, known for its spectacular and mysterious natural scenery. It lies at an average height of about 1,900 feet, with cool weather year-round and constant fog that makes it feel like stepping into another world. Tall cliffs stretch for miles, alongside a rushing turquoise river and white waterfalls dropping hundreds of feet, echoing through the mountains. In spring, flowers bloom across the mountain slopes, creating a vivid picture, while in winter, snow covers all the hillsides, making it look like a mythical painting. The natural landscape here remains wild and untouched, making it perfect for those who love peace and raw beauty. On certain special days, sunlight shines into the cliffs, creating a strange optical effect that looks like a gate to the heavens. People perform blessing rituals and pray to the mountains before entering the gorges, showing respect and asking for protection.